Creating a table consists of 3 steps. First, we have to set the table properties.
Then we initialize the table, which is producing all the sub-widgets, and finally we fill the table with data. Let's look at our first step, setting the table properties.
What are table properties? Well, you can pause this video here to have a closer look.
The point is, everything you see here can be switched on or off, and its behavior can also be controlled with a number of switches.
You can see several different events.
They all have to be called to define our table before we populate it with data.
Event set table sizes defines the dimensions of various table features. Then there are 2 sets of enumerations, for the table itself, and for its cells.
Then follow 2 sets of flags. The first controls what is displayed on screen, whereas the second controls table behavior.
Finally, we define the table's color scheme.
Each of these set events will be discussed in a separate video. But before we do all this, there is another step that's even more important: set the table dimensions.
We have to define the total number of rows, and the total number of columns, noting that each column will have the same number of cells.
Note that this event has a flag, here, about warnings. These warnings have to do with your available RAM memory, that is, the work environment will place limits on how many rows and columns a table can have.
You can adjust, when these warnings appear, with this single float value.
You can read more about this in the separate comments box at the bottom, below the yellow Create and Fill Table box.